Come on. Come on. Whew, all right, let's drive. Or let's run. Let's snow run. First there was Spin Tires, then Mud Runner, and now the newest installment in the Getting Dirty with a Big Truck franchise has arrived with SnowRunner. As with the previous games, you'll be darting across a bunch of huge rough and tumble maps, completing contracts by picking up various cargo and bringing it to its destination. And as much as that's the main drive of the game, in fact only half an hour in you're told you've learnt the meat of SnowRunner, there's actually quite a few additional tasks to do on each map. When you first arrive, it's best to grab your scout car and, scout. You'll need to drive to each checkpoint to reveal all the jobs on offer. Next, you'll need to finish off some bridges and clear roadways by bringing along the needed supplies. And with them complete, you've got a fairly accessible map to drive around. There's also abandoned trucks and trailers to acquire. Then after all that, you can go about your simple job contracts. And though it does still boil down to hauling a bunch of items from A to B, that's not to say the game is a walk in the park. No. Well, mainly because there's no walking or parks, but also because the game will relentlessly bombard you with obstacles and pain. There are 3 regions split up into 11 maps, each with their own form of suffering. Michigan acts as a baseline difficulty, dropping you in the literal deep end with mud and dirt that'll have you bogged, as well as high waters that will stall your vehicle. Bumping the difficulty up a notch, Alaska introduces snow as well as icy slippery roads. And at the upper end of hard, Taimyr in Russia, I'm literally a minute away from home base and I'm already stuck. It's all about choosing the right tools for the job and having a whole heap of patience. Thankfully, your greatest asset comes free. Enter the Winch. It's basically your lifeline when you get bogged down or can't move. You can either pinpoint a location or auto-fire to whatever your camera is facing. Then just rev up your engine and pull yourself forward. Sometimes though, you're 110% stuck. You can recover your vehicle back to your garage free of charge, but you will lose all progress and have to leave your cargo behind. I quickly developed a bit of a trailer graveyard. SnowRunner is not about speeding towards your goal. Each job is basically a puzzle that needs solving, so you'll need to take the time to customize your trucks to best suit the situation. These are my 2 most reliable friends. A scout truck packed with off-road tires and high suspension that I've named Hugh, and also Harold the Fleet Star, who comes with a snazzy all-wheel drive and something called the Diff Lock. But even with Hugh and Harold behind me, tasks are hard. Persistence is key though, because if your truck is still moving, you've probably still got a chance. One mission had me searching for a lost scout truck, so I took Hugh deep into the snow and icy cold water. About 50 winches in, I spotted it, sitting sad and alone. With much trial and tribulations, I got to him. A brother, bearing the same colors and all. I must save you! I fell into a ditch. Not to worry, I swapped Harold in, a sturdier, more grounded truck. It was a slow and painful process, but I got our brother home safe and sound. Completing a task gives you the kind of reward only multiple hours worth of work could bring. It's just a shame that it actually takes multiple hours worth of work and that there's very little monetary reward. The most vital upgrades that would help to speed up gameplay are locked behind either a huge price or a specific level you need to hit. Oh, you want changed snow tires? That'll be level 12 and a stack of cash, please. But without the upgrades, I can't do the jobs to earn the experience to unlock the upgrades that I need to do the job. SnowRunner also has some incredible environmental physics. The way your tires spin up mud and snow, gradually dirtying up your truck, and making dramatic impacts on the terrain. Plus, your horn does this whenever you use it, so that's neat. But despite having all this splendor pouring into your eyes, it all feels a little lifeless, as you rarely have anyone to share it with. Across the entire game, you are the only driver on the road. No other programmed trucks or cars, no NPCs to interact with, driving through the main town with only the distant barking of a dog cutting through your generic country radio. It's really eerie. Having no signs of life made the world feel a little unfinished, and it also made it all too clear that this isn't a game made for Will. I'm the kind of gamer that wants a small-scale adventure, a bunch of cool things that won't take my entire lifetime to complete, because the life of a SnowRunner can be summed up in a single word: long. This isn't my dream game, but with it being so incredibly detailed and full of potential strategy, I know there's a lot of you right now ready to fire up your engines. So with all that in mind, I'm giving SnowRunner 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens. Now, where did I leave that trailer? It was certainly somewhere muddy.